Hi, beautiful souls. How are you doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. In today's video, let's talk about how to manifest your dream life even though you hate your job. I know how you feel. I've been there. I've done that. It was such a frustrating period in my life. I felt like emails were unanswered. I was unmotivated. I felt the work piling up. I felt like I was stuck. There are responsibilities, there are bills to pay, and you can't just quit. And even if I wanted to quit, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I didn't want to do exactly the same job, but if I would ask myself the question, what would I be good at? I didn't have an answer to that. And I was complaining a lot with my family, with my ex, with my colleagues about how unhappy I was. And, you know, when you're beating the drum about it and you continue focusing on the bad things, you know what happens. You're creating momentum and then you're reaching a climax. This climax could be a burnout, or maybe a clash with a colleague, or maybe something else, or maybe a mistake that you do at work, or worse. So let's stop this momentum first. Let's first acknowledge, okay, I'm unhappy. I want to change things. And I know I can't change right now. So what can I do? What you want to do now is to create a good momentum, is to turn it around and start building momentum to create something good, first of all. And second of all, it's to gain clarity. And gaining clarity means that you start knowing yourself, knowing what you're good at, knowing what you are capable of doing. And for that, you need to start focusing on what you actually enjoy about your job. See, I'm not talking about the advantages that you have. I'm not talking about the car. I'm not talking about the wage or anything like that. It's really about how you feel about the actual job that you're doing. I know you're not enjoying your job, but there are things you are proud of about yourself. There are things you are incredibly good at. There are things you just really enjoy doing. It might be the fact that you are super detailed about your job and that you see mistakes from afar. You're really good at spotting the small things. Maybe that's you. Or maybe you are someone super insightful and you love working out procedures because you are good with structures. Or maybe you're someone who is good at, you know, negotiating with people. Or maybe you are someone who really loves motivating people. That was my case. I really enjoyed the fact that I was really good at training people. I got a lot of compliments for that, and people really came to me when they had questions or when they didn't understand something. And I also discovered that I was really good at finding ways to be more and more efficient. So those were the things that I got intrigued by. And the more that I started focusing on that, the more I gained momentum. I started to build confidence in myself. And I started also to talk with people that inspired me, that I admired. For instance, there was a colleague of mine who didn't speak a lot, but he is a very kind guy, and he worked at the place I worked, but he also was an entrepreneur, and he was a chef in restaurants in the weekends, and in the week he was working at my place, and then he was also having a side business where he was selling jewelry. Like, that was incredible. And I really got inspired by that. And I really loved talking with him and asking him, how do you do this? How did you get started? Wasn't it difficult for you? How much tries did you have? How many businesses did you have before you succeeded in what you did? And the more I talked to him, the more I gained confidence and the more I felt like it was possible for me to have my own business because I felt like this was something that I wanted to do. And so little by little, certain things became clear to me, even though what I'm good at, there wasn't really a specific job I could pinpoint. But then I started to create more and more momentum. I started to talk to more and more people. I started to get more and more inspired. And at some point, the clarity came. I know what I'm good at. I know what I can do. I know what I'm proud of in myself. And then I started to know. I started to know, hey, this is what I want to do. I want to become a coach. I want to become someone who guides others. But then there is also the fear that came. And then we have some resistance. And then you have to work out the resistance. But as you can see, you start building up this momentum. And if you stop yourself there, then you go back several steps. This is what happened to me. So instead of getting into the momentum, and then I received the opportunity, I wasn't ready, I was scared, so I stayed a couple of years longer, but I still kept that in mind. So I started again, building momentum, building momentum, building momentum, to the point where I was ready enough to know, okay, I can't stay here anymore. And if I have to take some time off to think and to strategize again what I can do, here's who and what I manifested. My momentum came, my opportunity came. I met my fiance, and at some point, he saw the potential in me. He saw how passionate I talked about the things that I want to do. And he said to me, May, I really believe in you. I really believe that you are someone who will be able to help others. So take some time off and think about what you want to do. Please don't stress. I want you to be happy. I manifested this. I manifested this person in my life. I'm 100% sure of it because I allowed myself to receive it. I thought, I really deserve it. I really deserve, at this point, when he said that to me, it clicked together. And it was like, okay, my mind and my heart clicked. And I was like, okay, this is my opportunity. Let's not be scared. Let's not say, oh, but I'm scared. What will people think of me? I'm leaving behind my diploma. No, this was no more the time to be scared. This was it. Please go for it. That's what I told myself. And so I took some time off, and it took me quite a while, but I really just allowed myself to let it sink in and to really work it out, because this time around I wasn't going to allow myself, I wasn't going to tolerate anything that wasn't my thing. I really wanted to go for it. So finally, I am launching myself now as a coach. And I'm telling you, it's possible. Please don't give up. Please continue building that momentum. You can do this. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Really helps me out a lot. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.